Good afternoon, Saline. I'm Alec Clark.
And I'm Marissa Lorenzo. Top stories this week, we pull opinions on Facebook and Twitter. Which ones do you prefer and why? And we look at the new dual enrollment French program.
All this and more on another episode of SHS Today.
Just a quick reminder, there will be no school next Monday as recognition of Martin Luther King Day. We hope you enjoy your long weekend. Also, parent-teacher conferences are going to be held this Thursday, the 23rd, from 5 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. in the Commons.
This Monday, Poetry Out Loud rocked the house. Matthew Eby won first place, winning the grand prize of $100 and a spot in the state competition in the spring. Others who placed in the top 5 were Megan Ashenker, Kaylee Klepagic, Lizzie Whedon, and Robbie Amori. Congratulations to Matthew and all who participated.
This year, Saline High is trying out a completely new idea. Instead of having AP French, Madame Amand decided to collaborate with Eastern Michigan University to have a college-level French curriculum here at the high school. Holly Greca investigates this new innovative program.
The French program here at Saline is piloting an Eastern Michigan University French course right here on Saline's campus. I'm Holly Greca, here to bring you the inside scoop. This year, instead of AP French or a previously run French 5 class, SHS French teacher Jamie Almond decided to take on teaching a dual enrollment French class here at Saline for high school students to earn college credit at Eastern Michigan University.
Class is taught primarily in French. The students ask questions in French, they pose their questions in French. I instruct in French. The grammar is taught in French.
In addition to being taught by Madame Amon, these French students also get the opportunity to receive instruction from Dr. Geneviève Paydon, the Eastern Michigan University French professor.
I like the fact that students are being asked to stretch their little gray cells, that they have to do a lot of work that they wouldn't normally do in a high school class.
From skits, grammar, and vocab to field trips and cultural experiences, this class gets a really well-rounded education of the French language and culture.
We are told to speak in French every single day, and we get in trouble if we don't speak in French. So, I think it's pretty cool that we can say that we're fluent in the language.
Well, that's all the time we have for now. I'm Holly Greca. Back to you in the studio.
What an amazing opportunity to get more involved in the French language. It just impresses me to see the quality of education that Saline has to offer. If you're interested, contact Madame Amand for availability on next year's schedule.
The debate between Twitter and Facebook has been a fiery one. Twitter fans love the more condensed and immediate feel, while Facebook users praise the site's ability to stay connected with friends and family. Winton decided to take this dispute and see these perspectives.
Here at SHS Today, we're taking a look at the evolution of social media. Shockingly, Twitter is becoming more popular than Facebook. And after taking a poll of the students here at Saline High School, we found that 32 out of 50 people actually prefer Twitter over Facebook. However, after doing several interviews, we found that some students still are using Facebook. We'll see what they have to say.
I prefer Facebook.
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 I think I'm only following like one person on Twitter, and that's like the Pope.
Facebook is more like I'd say just kind of like telling people what you're doing.
Honestly, I'm quite against the way Twitter works because I believe it's making talk cheap by allowing people to express fewer ideas and opinions.
I prefer Facebook.
Probably more people prefer Twitter over Facebook because you can use your phone and it's shorter messages than like Facebook.
I prefer Twitter. It's just shorter, more concise. And
one of the reasons Facebook is losing a lot of its members to Twitter is because Twitter is geared more towards making quick and more temporary comments. This allows people to be on Twitter in shorter increments all day long. I'm Winton Kirkpatrick. Back to you at the desk.
No matter if you prefer Facebook or Twitter, they are both great ways of staying connected with your friends and family. It looks like the concept of social media is thriving in Saline.
Now here's David Wuebben with this week's sports updates.
Winter sports are heating up, so let's get started. Last Tuesday, the varsity hockey team went up against Allen Park at the Ice Cube. The Hornets lost to a tough Allen Park team with a score of 0-2. The next game for the Hornets is at Grosse Pointe South Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Last Wednesday, the varsity wrestling team traveled to Bedford to pick up a victory against the Adrian Maple Leafs with a score of 69-0, and they lost to Bedford with the score of 21-49. The Hornets are away this Saturday at the Holt Invite, starting bright and early at 9:30 a.m. Hornet student athletes train and work hard year-round, hoping to increase their potential for next season. Here's Patrick Canavan with more.
Saline has many incredible athletes, but after that final buzzer rings, it doesn't mean their season is over. We decided to take a look about what they do in their postseason. Grant Vlahopoulos, captain of the track team, is constantly training for the upcoming season.
I've been training since the summertime for this upcoming season in the spring, and I've just been running every day. If we win regionals this year, the boys team is the first team to get 4 straight in a row, so I'm looking forward to that, and then hopefully the state meet.
Despite his injury, running back Kevin Gross still trains with his team for the upcoming season.
We practice 6 times a week during the season, but then out of season it's usually 3 or 4. A lot of weight training and conditioning out of season, and then in season it's just like typical practice, running through plays and getting ready for games. Football is a pretty good way to release a lot of stress and just kind of become like a family with your team.
Even though her season is done, varsity volleyball athlete Anya Babian is still in training for a club season and her college career.
I play for Huron Valley Volleyball Club, which is just a local club here in Saline, and then the high school team. For our high school season, we practice every day for 2 hours, and then for a club, we practice twice a week for like 3. It's pretty important to me. I've played for a long time now, and I'm going to play in college, so I really love the sport, and I really want to keep pursuing that.
Now that you know what happens when the season comes to an end, we hope that you come out next season to cheer on your Hornets. And as always, I'm Patrick Canavan. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Patrick. Tonight we have 2 big games as the girls and boys varsity basketball teams take on the Skyline Eagles tonight at 5:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Well, that's it for this week's sports. I'm David Wuebben. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Well, that's all for this episode. Once again, I'm Marissa Lorenzo.
And I'm Alec Clark. Have a great weekend, Hornets.